Great morning, everyone. Let's just get right to the cards of the day. Today is Friday, January 4th. So let's see what we have going for the day. Today, my final flutes are on the way. I saw them last night. 3 more flutes are coming. My last 3. And they sounded great. There's one that's coming that I think sounds as good, if not better, than Painted Pony. It just has something about it that has just such a great tone to it. So I'm excited for that to show up. Of course, the other 2 were nice as well, but there's one flute in particular that just really grabbed me, the sound of it. So I'm excited for them to show up. So I hope those that have ordered flutes from Bobby are enjoying your flutes. Have you gotten them yet? Or are you still waiting? How is your playing coming along? Last card. Okay, let me look at these real quick and put them together. Okay, we'll start here. Bear, Patriarch. This is someone that's out in the world. We got basic emotions under control. You know how to deal in the world. You know how to use, emotions to your advantage. You can sit with things as it comes up. It's not a knee-jerk reaction that you have, okay? You've gone beyond the knee-jerk reactionary dramas, okay? So let's go. When there is an absence, okay, this is the first time this card's come up. Absence, okay, and I don't think this is like an absence of that there's lacking. I think this is more like the feeling of the absence when it's not something that's within the transitory world, not something that's there in, I don't want to say an embodiment, but this is going beyond the transitory world, okay? Going internally. going internally into more spiritual realm rather than just this hardcore, what I can see, what I can taste, what I can feel, what I can touch and grab and hold, you know. So it's going beyond that. An absence of not being attached to have to cling to something. Okay. Next we have, because we're going on to the journey. Let's start here. The journey, awakening your journey through imagination, through drumming, through, you know, starting to internalize, starting to look deeper than just the transitory temporal world that you can touch and grasp and hold. Okay, so this is awakening to more depth, to be able to imbibe, to be able to explore that which is not seen with the physical eyes, the physicality. That's what I want to say. It's going beyond the physicality into the more spiritual, the more etheric realms. Okay, it's starting to use, like the wolf, use your instincts. Okay, use your feelings, use your instincts as to open and start to trust that more in your daily life. You know, you may have something. How many times have you done something and I knew I shouldn't have done that? You know, I had a feeling. You know, you say afterwards, I had a feeling and I shouldn't have. You know, listen more to those feelings, those like gut reactions that you have. And then you want to kind of poo-poo and dispel. Well, pay a little more attention to those. Use your instincts. Because now you're going deeper into the realm of the seer. Okay. Now the seer knows by different means. Either you have, for me it's more of feeling. Something will come up and you can feel it. You just know it inherently. Okay. Some people have visions. Some people have auditory. People will gravitate to this in different ways. Again, for me, it's feeling, it's emotion. It'll come over in a wave of emotion. Okay. And last but not least, starfish spirit. Have you ever seen a starfish? Some video of a starfish, yeah, they're creepy when they walk. They're just, yeah, these arms are going and these things are going, and they're really strange looking when you see them actually moving on a beach, walking. Crazy looking things. But the starfish spirit open to infinite possibility. You know, and when you start your journey and you start opening to the infinite, you start opening to the etheric rather than just the transitory temporal. All of these experiences will, for a time for you, maybe a bit overwhelming when they start to appear and you're not used to it. Okay? But it's part of the journey. It's, you know, these types of experiences come up to show you that there is more than what you're perceiving with your eyes, what you're touching with your hands. There's more to the universe than that. Okay? So you begin to open to seeing the infinite possibilities of what is in the universe, besides just the seen transitory world that you've been interacting with for most of your life. Again, you're opening up to the seer, to opening to knowing on deeper levels, whether it's auditory, visionary, or feeling, okay, or just a knowing. Wolf, starting to open more your instincts. And the more you use these, the more they develop. If you use more your instinct, you start paying attention to that feeling that comes in a situation, the more it begins to open for you. Again, the journey, imagination, the beginning of the journey is many times, and it's to find out, is this my imagination or is this real? Okay. A lot of these things, again, come up to challenge you to look deeper into your life and experiences and what you hold to be truth. Is it really true or is it not true? I call it, if it's not true, I call it an illusion of truth. Something maybe you've believed for a lot of years and then you find out it's not true at all. So you've been running your life around an illusion of truth. But these things are to open you up to explore that more, to find out if you're running your life around a fact or if it's something you just adopted and accepted. And usually it's something kind of toxic, that you're trying to prove wrong or you're just, have accepted. Okay, so it's to find out exactly what's there in an absence of needing something of transitory that you can hold. Okay, going to more of the absence of the seen world, more of the absence of needing that something solid that you can see, feel, touch, you go into more depth of that. And last but not least, we are back to the Bear Patriarch. This is someone that, again, has control of their emotions so they can act in the world in a beneficial way without being ruled by their emotional self. They're not ruled by emotion. They don't have any longer that knee-jerk reaction that immediately flails out. They're able to look more at a situation. They have more grounding. They have more presence. You have grounding and presence? You do? Yeah? Well, okay. He's very emphatic about it. Say, yes, very emphatic. Okay, all right. Well, you're emphatic about it. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that. He's saying, yes, I have absolute control. I don't think so, Max. What are you looking at? What do you see over there? Huh? What do you see over there? You're so funny, Mr. Max. You are so funny, Mr. Max. Mr. Max, he likes to go in the vans. You like to go travel. Last time I had a little van, but it didn't have heat in it. It didn't have AC, no heat, and it was just too much. I traveled and it was cold and it was too much to stay in the van. But the dogs loved the journey in the van because you stop and you open that side door and they'd sit there and want to have their food and look out at the scenery, and they love it. They do quite well traveling in the van and enjoying that travel. They say because we get to get out a lot more. Say when we're on the road, we get to get out and get walked. And we get to see new scenery. They say we just love it. We see a lot more grassy places. So many smells. Max is one that loves to go out and all the different smells. His nose is going a mile an hour. Isn't that right? You say, yeah, I love all the smells out there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's so fun. I love it. Go explore. She said, nothing better than that. She says, I'm an explorer, He's a doggy dog. He loves to go out and explore. Raj is, on the other hand, just let me know when we get there. He's more of that type. Although he does like, when we're in the van and he goes to eat his dinner, he does like to have dinner in the van. I think Raj likes it because Raj is more fearful and he feels safe in a more confined area. So for him, it's like a little cave. It's a place of protection for him. So he likes to be in the van. He doesn't like wide open spaces. I think it's because he's so little. He feels like he's protected, you know, like a little den, a little cubby hole, and he feels secure in it. So he really does like to be in a van and travel and be there long term. Like I said, when I had the motorcycle, he would be in just the little trike bag, that big, just a little bitty bag, and he'd curl up in it. He'd be happy as a clam. He'd be thrilled to go, and he'd put his little goggles on and look out of the bag. He did really well traveling. He'd get excited. I'd ask him if he want to go on the bike, go ride the bike, and he'd be so excited. So, oh, you remember that? You remember ride the bike? You remember that? When I said that, he looked over here. Do you remember that? You used to wear your goggles? Yeah, went and rode the bike. Yeah, his ears went up. He remembers it. You remember riding that, don't you? He said, I had fun. I went with the mama, and we rode all the way, the motorcycle all the way from Florida up to Seattle, down the California coast, and back again across the desert. Isn't that right? Me and Mr. Raj. Yeah. So he did. He enjoyed that. He did quite well on the motorcycle. So I'm going to leave this here. Time to go get my coffee. Yeah, go get my coffee. The worst thing on the road is, you know, taking these two. I've got to find out about grooming them. I think maybe I'm just going to have to get some tools and groom them myself when we're on the road. That's going to be fun. Because especially Raj, leaving him with somebody new and he just freaks out, and it's, you know, you never know who you're going to get on the road for doing grooming, so I may have to start doing it myself. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Isn't that right, monkey? That right, monkey? So I'm going to leave this here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday, January 4th. And I will see you online. Let me know if there's some readings you want to see done. What do you have to say about that? Say, aho! Aho! Is that right? Say, aho! Aho! See you online.